LaNorris Sellers is another guy, and I think I would probably come in with him because I'm going to keep Arch in my back pocket too for now.
Okay.
I'd probably come in with Sellers at quarterback too as well. And I think what I like most about Sellers is he doesn't get enough credit for how good in structure he is. I think people want to say, well, he's just a good athlete. He's just a mobile quarterback. He just runs. Like, I want to see him throw the football. There are a couple of things that irk me from within structure that he does, but I think he's trying really hard to stand in there. And I think he's with the right staff to develop him and I say that based on like the massive drifter that Spencer Rattler was when he came from Oklahoma versus the almost too robotic pocket passer he left as from South Carolina. And I know Dow Loggins isn't there anymore. He took the job at App State, but what irks me a little bit about Sellers is, one, I don't see any anticipation throws. Like, I think he's a quarterback, and this might have been just a first-year starter thing, and he did do an interview where he said, like, I want to trust my arm more. He's got a big arm. Trust it. Cool. He wants every window to clear before he's throwing, and that is like, I just throw some into some windows, throw open some windows, throw open some guys, rather than seeing them then throwing. Just a little more trust in his arm there. And then, like, I don't know if you noticed this as well, but like he's not a big climber, so he'll hit 5-7 drops, and then he'll throw from 5-7 drop, like 5-7 yards deep. It's like, climb back up a little bit, keep yourself like, so those are two things, but I think he's got a really good foundation as a pocket passer, plus all of the other extraordinary things that he has physically in his frame.
He's the most of this group, the most projection, which is so funny to say with Arch that has 90 something pass attempts, but it's 100, I think, in his career. But no, you're exactly right. I had him overall in my top 10, and it's more of like just bullish on one of the flashes you've seen. I totally agree with you. I thought his pocket work was actually, I was pleasantly surprised by it. The Clemson game is the one that stands out to me. But it was just a lot of like, it's like, this is what you want to see as far as a baseline. He's always going to win by being a creator. Like, you can tell, like, well, a leopard doesn't change their spots, whatever the line is. Like, guys win in a certain way. So like, that's always going to be his calling card. But like you said, like how he throws from the pocket and what he's comfortable with. And another thing too is that he's a young guy for his grade. He's still 19 as we record this. He turns 20 next month. So that's another thing that's in my mind too. It's not this is a guy that's taken some time. It's going to be young. So there's a true first year starting. Big recruit, but wasn't a gigantic recruit either. Like, it wasn't like he was a good recruit, but he wasn't like some super 5-star as well. So which also, you just look into that, maybe it's like, okay, maybe there's some projection more. This guy wasn't this polished 5-star guy coming from the Elite 11 camps and all that. Like, those are the things I try to always narratively scout as well. But as far as size, tools, top of the charts. It's what you dream of. And from by all accounts, supposed to be a great kid, hard worker. So like, that's why I stay bullish on him. But also the creation is just what stands out. Juking Peter Woods in the pocket, can not even just create where he just gets past the line of scrimmage. He turns a sack into an explosive, which is the ultimate game changer. A negative 10-yard loss turns into a 20-yard gain. Like, those add up over time. But like you said, it's just the flashes from the pocket are encouraging. It's not Malik Willis when he was coming out of Liberty, where it was like, yeah, he's got a great arm, but the dude has never met a pocket that he wants to stay in. Like, he's just is drifting and trying to bail every time. And it was like, okay, that was a true project to me, like true overhaul project. While I watch Sellers, who I think has the same tools, probably better and bigger, but then has actually those flashes like, I'm standing here, I'm planning, I'm going to throw and rip this throw. And on top of that, he can make every type of throw. So it's more of a projection, but the thing is, the baseline's a little higher than maybe I even gave it credit for before I studied him. You got to watch the last month with him. Yeah. That was first month. I was like, okay, there's flashes here. But then I watched those last 2 or 3 games of the season, and I was like, okay, that's when I was like, originally he was my number 1 guy, and then I watched Mendoza. And then I was like, oh, okay, never mind. But I'm very, very bullish on him. Like, I just think he has the nice baseline, but the high end ceiling is just going to be ridiculous.
I think the only box, like, as an NFL prospect to check for me is like, can you just throw some anticipation? Like, because he has the longest time to throw in the country, and that's always going to be a little elongated for mobile quarterbacks who create outside of structure. But like, there's clearly a part of it that is because he's holding the ball. It'll take longer waiting for windows to clear before. And that could be, again, a first-year starter. I'm just trying to be safe with the football kind of thing. Do want to see some more big throws on his tape, but there's so much to love there.